a soul suck, and I know it. Fucking with the old ones, you won't get fucked over.
Yo, DragooX is back and welcome to another video here on my channel, guys. And today I want to show you my new Sorcerer build, and some people would call it Magicka Sorcerer. At the end they're all a bit hybrid now, but it's definitely Max Magicka based. And I can tell you, this build hits like a truck and makes a lot of fun to play. We have a low health pool, or lower health pool, around 30k, but with the great shields that we are still super tanky and we can spam them the full time. The sustain is endless, and with the shield stacked together you get definitely a lot of defense and mad damage, guys. But before we take a look onto this build, I want to show you Surfshark VPN, the sponsor of this video today. When you connect with the Surfshark VPN, you simply get privacy and security in all your online activities. The VPN also can give you access to blocked content in your country. For example, you want to watch a TV show on Netflix that you want to watch the full time, but you couldn't because in your country it's blocked. But with the Surfshark VPN, you can change your IP address to another country, and then you have access to the TV show that you want to watch. You can connect unlimited devices to the Surfshark VPN. That means you can not only connect your PC, you can also connect your smartphone, or when you travel around and you take a notebook with you, you can also connect it, and then you have the full time, the extra privacy and security that the VPN gives you. And when you say now you want to try it, you should do it, because there's a 30-day money back guarantee right now, so you can test it and try it out on all your devices and see if it's helpful for you and if you want to buy it. I put you the link to the Surfshark VPN in the video description below, and when you buy it over this link, you get on top of the great deal that there is already extra 4 months for free. So this is definitely worth it, give it a try, and thanks to Surfshark for the sponsoring. And now we continue with the build video. So now I would say we take a look first onto the stats of this build, and here you guys can see now the completely unbuffed stats. And now I'm gonna show you a picture of the fully buffed stats, and here we have the same problem like in the Warden build. I'm using Oakfather, so that means our weapon damage and pen, especially pen, is showing up higher here in our own stats than it should be, because normally you have the pen on every target, depends how many buffs they have. But right now the pen here is a bit higher than it should be, and yeah, but it's still super high, the pen. Yeah, on top of this we have major breach and minor breach sometimes as well, so this is definitely mad. Recovery is great, maximum magicka is super good, health is a bit low, but when you are shielded the full time it's completely fine, and the resistance are also great. I'm a Breton on the Sorcerer for the extra spell resistance. We have the full time now in PvP status effect on us, so we get 2k magicka, and here's the resistance. So we have the full time like a burning shield or concussion status effect on us when we get zerged. So it's then 4.6k spell resistance that we get here, and the most damage in the game at the moment is spell. A bit physical from Nightblade snipers or something, but the most attacks are spell damage, so the spell resistance is great here. Extra recovery and reduced cost, also fine for the shield spam. And this is the reason why I'm Breton and I'm no vamp anymore. I'm using the Lava Mundo stone, and I'm using here the purple fishing food, Arteum something, right, here's it. The Arteum fish bowl for more maximum health and magicka. Now I would say we take a look onto the armor, and here we start on the front bow, and I'm going with 2 maces of the Oakfather set. 2 sharpened here for the maximum pen. Nirnhound is a bit weaker, you can also go 1 Nirnhound, 1 sharpen, but sharpen is a little bit stronger, a little bit, but it's a bit better here in this build. That's why I'm going here with 2 sharpened, 1 with a shock damage, the other one with physical damage and enchantment. Oakfather, yeah, I told it you in the last build video already if you saw it. It gives us tons of weapon and spell damage, and the last bonus is super high pen plus another small weapon spell damage buff, depends how many buffs the enemy have. My mates, I tried a lot of different sets, and Oakfather is damage wise definitely the best. It performed better than Shadowed Fate 100%, and also damage wise than Crafty Alphic. The bonus that you would have with Crafty Alphic, it's definitely also an option to play, and for beginners maybe the better option, because it increases your shield power. When you play the shield on your front bar, it increases your shield power a lot, because you get tons of extra magicka, you hit around 60k, then your shield is definitely much stronger, so you get tankier with Crafty Alphic, but you lose damage. So I would choose between one of the 2 options here. Oakfather or Crafty Alphic. Shattered Fate is also okay, but it's weaker than Oakfather. Maybe against people that are not buffed, but when they are not buffed, they are free kills anyway. So I would choose between one of these two options. If you want to play a tankier Zerg, then go with Crafty. If you want more damage, Oakfather. Backbar, I'm going with Wretched Vitality for sure for the sustain. It gives us tons of magic and stam rack. And in defending here with increased weapon and spell damage enchantment. Armor, we start with this. I'm going here with 3 pieces heavy, 3 light and 1 medium. Yeah, and all the pieces are with a maximum Magicka enchantment. And now I show you the body pieces one by one. A heavy Barlock head here, reinforced Barlock. Now when we use our ultimate, we get also extra pen and weapon damage. Barlock on a Zerg, sometimes it's not so good because we don't have a passive that increase our ulti regen. Like on other classes, you cast the ability and you get 3-4 ultimate points. We don't have this on a Zerg. We only have that the ultimate is cheaper. But still, Barlock is mad, and especially against tanky people when you charge a bit more ultimate. And I'm using here the most of the time the Druid ultimate that also increase our damage done. So you get extra damage with Barlock, you get extra 6% damage here per target that you hit with the Druid ultimate. Together, this is a lot, and when you VX and there's a Zerg chasing you, you put your Druid ultimate in and they dotting down, they get a lot of pressure, and then you just need to streak through them, frag them, that is melting them. So in my opinion, Barlock is still the best here for Cyro PvP. And I would definitely use it, even if the ultimate regen by itself is not the best on the Zerg. So the most of the time you cast your ultimate with 150, 200 points and not with like 300-400. But it's still okay, and still for the base damage, the best monster set that you can choose here. If you want something for defense like Bloodspawn or something, it's also possible to play for sure. You get a bit ultimate regen with Bloodspawn when you would use it, so you can spam your Druid ultimate a bit more. Or you go one piece Domi House, one Swarm Mortar for more max stats, stronger shields. This is also an option, but damage wise, Barlock is still the way here. Okay, then I'm definitely going with one piece Trainee here for more maximum health. Also reinforced heavy chest, heavy shoulder of Barlock, and these are the Oakfather belt here and light impen. The heavy pieces are reinforced and the small pieces are all impen here. Yeah, a mix between Oakfather and Wretched. Oakfather only exists in light, so definitely here the raised hands. And I'm using the raised and the hands here in this build. And Wretched is craftable, so you can craft here the medium legs. Then I have here light shoes. Jewelry, Oakfather necklace, arcane for more maximum magicka. With weapon and spell damage enchantment. On the ring the same thing, and the mythic Death Dealer. Okay, this is the gear that I'm using. Now we take a look onto the champion points. In the blue ones, I'm going with Master at Arms for more direct damage, Deadly Aim for single target damage, Druid ultimate, even if it's AoE. Yeah, you apply it AoE wise, the dot, but the dot counts as single target. So you also increase your ultimate damage when you play the Druid ultimate with Deadly Aim. Ironclad and Duelist rebuff. Recipes, Boundless Vitality for more maximum health, Fortified, Pain's Refuge, and Bastion. Okay, these are the CPs, and now we take a look onto the skills. I've told you already I'm going here with the Druid ultimate for the extra 6% damage per target that you hit, and you get a healing as well. Every time the dot ticks, you get a heal, so this makes you also easier to go offensive after you cast the ultimate, because you get healed against the pressure. When you're fighting a Zerg, you get like every time full healed per tick, because when you hit a lot of people, you get strong heals for sure. Then I'm going for the spammable with the Shocking Soul. This is a new scribing skill. This is the Weird Soul skill with Shock. It's possible to play this build, and it would be a bit stronger, but then I think you need to replace Barlock with the one Swarm Mortar and Domi House. Then you can use the physical damage here, maybe if you like it. It will kill you a bit your stem sustain, but then you definitely can apply all the time the minor breach as well. So this is damage wise a bit better, but for sustain, and I prefer it here, the shock damage. Shock damage is also for minor vulnerability, but we also can apply it anyway here with the class mastery, where we also get 2.3k shock damage here. Unbuff, buff, this go even higher. The spammable is like in this build, in this setup, mad damage. I mean, you can see it already. Unbuffed, we have over 11k, nearly 12k spammer builds already. This is crazy, and we apply for sure with the FX script here, the breach as well. So we have major breach and a crazy spammer build. Okay, then frags for sure. This is when they proc, we shoot it. Together with the spammer build, this is mad single target burst damage. The hardened ward, our damage shield, streak, inner light for more maximum magicka and for the crit buff. Backbar, bound aegis for more maximum magicka and for the resistance buff. Haunting curse, dark conversion, the new mage guild skill, and I show you now the scripts that I'm using there. The focus script for sure, damage shield. We stack this shield together with our sorcerer shield. Signature script, the 8% damage reduction with the gladiator here. And FX, brutality and sorcery. This is our buff for weapon and spell damage. 12 seconds, we spam the shield anyway, so 12 seconds is more than enough. Hurricane, resistance buff. I prefer Hurricane. It costs them, so when I told you when you use here the physical one, then you shouldn't use Hurricane here, then you should definitely play the other morph. I played a while the other morph as well, but I definitely prefer Hurricane. First, it deals more damage. Yeah, you see it goes up 120% more damage, and the tooltip is not bad. Fully buffed, it's definitely not bad. It's a good dot, a good AoE dot that is around you, and I simply like the full time, the 15% movement speed more than the 30% only for 4 seconds. But this is something that you have to choose by yourself, whatever you like more, and it helps a bit because this and the dark conversion are the only stamina skills here with the magicka sustain. So when you use Hurricane you have a bit more, but you also can sustain with the other morph. This is simply a bit better than. Ultimate backbar. Here you can choose whatever you like. At the moment I have the Ice Comet. It gives you a bit more max magicka on backbar as well, and a little bit recovery. And it's nice when they're sitting on wall or something, you can shoot them with the meteor. But you can use whatever you like. You can play the negate for your group. You can put on overload. Helps you against single target against some people, but for Barlock it's not good to use. You can use barrier for 10% magicka recovery. Choose whatever you like here on backbar. Maybe next patch you can also play the Storm Atro on backbar again. Now when you cast it you lose 10% magicka, but next patch it works. Okay, these are the skills, this is the build, and if you have questions to this build, feel free to ask me in the comments below. Have a nice day and bye bye.